In these drear wastes of sea-born land, these wilds where none may dwell but he, what visionary pasts revive, what process of the years we see, gazing beyond the thin blue line that rims the far horizon ring, our saddened sigh, why haunt these ghosts? Whence do these spectral shadows spring? What endless questions vex the thought of whence and whither, when and how? What fond and foolish strife to read the scripture writ on human brow, as stand we perched on point of time betwixt the two eternities, whose awful secrets gathering round, with black profound oppress our eyes. This gloomy night, these grisly waves, these winds and whirlpools, loud and dread, what reck they of our wretched plight, whose safety's shore so lightly tread? Thus quoth the bard of love and wine, whose dream of heaven ne'er could rise beyond the brimming Kausar cup, and Haris with the white-black eyes. Ah me, my race of 80 years is short, but long enough to pall my sense with joyless joys, as these, with love and Haris, wine and all. Another boasts he would divorce old barren reason from his bed, and wed the vine maid in her stead. Fools who believe a word he said. And dust thou art to dust returning, ne'er was spoke of human soul. The Sufi cries, 'tis well for him that hath such gifts to ask its goal. And this is all, for this we're born, to weep a little and to die. So sings the shallow bard whose life still labors at the letter I. Ear never heard, eye never saw the bliss of those who enter in my heavenly kingdom, Isa said, who wailed our sorrows and our sin. Too much of words are yet too few. What thy Godhead easier than one little glimpse of paradise to open the eyes and ears of man? I am the truth, I am the truth. We hear the God-drunk Gnostic cry. The microcosm abides in me. Eternal Allah's, not but I. Mansur was wise, but wiser they who smote him with the hurled stones. And though his blood outwitness bore, no wisdom might could mend his bones. Eat, drink, and sport. The rest of life's not worth a fillip, quoth the king. Methinks the saying saith too much. The swine would say the self-same thing. Two-footed beasts that browse through life, by death to serve as soil designed. Bow-prone earth, whereof they be, and there the proper pleasures find. But you of finer, nobler stuff, ye whom to higher leads the high. What binds your hearts in common bound with creatures of the stall and sty? In certain hope of life to come, I journey through this shifting scene. The Zahid snarls and saunters down his veil of tears with confident mien. Wiser than Amran's son, thou art, who canst so well the world to be. The future, when the past is not, the present, merest dreamery. What knowest thou, man of life, and yet forever twixt the womb, the grave? Thou pratest of the coming life, of heaven and hell. Thou fain must rave. The world is old, and thou art young. The world is large, and thou art small. Cease, atom of a moment's span, to hold thyself, and all in all. Now we have Filster, Moses, HÂJî, Hafiz, Amr Khayyam, all referenced there. We have the symbolism around the rock in the corner, the beginning and the end, connected towards, you know, female as a symbol, the womb. And Godhead isn't a proper translation of Allahumma, although some people may believe that about God. But Islam itself does not teach about some Godhead. There's God, but there's not a group of divinity at the top. There's not lesser gods. Nothing's treated as that way. So Godhead's not really an appropriate term.